here. I hope you guys are having a fantastic October so far. And today I just wanted to talk about a few movies that terrified the out of me as a child. I want to know, before we begin the video, what movies scared you as a kid? Leave it down below. I'm really curious because some of mine are absolutely ridiculous. I'm going to save the one that scared me the most for last, so stick around for that. But let's just jump into it. So the first movie... Why is my dog crying? Sorry, my cat traps my dog either down the stairs or outside of rooms. She's evil, absolutely evil. So anyways, let's get back to it. The first movie that terrified me to no end as a kid was The Nightmare Before Christmas. Now I know this isn't technically a horror movie and it is actually a movie for children, but is it really though? It's pretty dark and twisted. I watched this movie when I was really little. It came out when I was really little and it scared the living daylights out of me. I had a lot of older brothers and sisters. I was the youngest of like 7 kids or something crazy like that, half and step and all sorts of people, and then their friends, and the house was just always filled with kids. So I was introduced to horror movies at a very, very young age, and they gave me nightmares like crazy. And one of the reasons why I love horror so much is that eventually I took that fear and I turned it into, like, I don't know, this weird, like, I felt powerful being able to watch a movie and having it not scare me. So not to say that I still don't get nightmares from movies, because I absolutely do. I have nightmares a lot, but not like when I was a kid. But The Nightmare Before Christmas gave me nightmares for a few weeks, and in fact I didn't even rewatch it until I was like well into my teens, and I couldn't like even appreciate it because it scared me so much when I was little. Another one on my list is Natural Born Killers. Now I know what you're thinking, why would a child watch Natural Born Killers? Well, I didn't have the best parental supervision when I went to visit my dad's on the weekend, and I actually watched this movie with him and my stepmom at a very, very young age. So this movie obviously terrified the crap out of me, but here's the thing, it wasn't even really the blood and guts that got me. It was Juliette Lewis's dad. Like, he freaked me out in the film. He gave me nightmares. I remember having a lot of nightmares about him specifically after watching that film. He really freaked me out. So he's obviously a good actor. Yeah, that movie definitely not for children. I would not recommend. I watched a lot of things that I probably should not have seen till adulthood, but here we are today, and it created this weird obsession where I just write horror and watch horror and obsess about horror constantly. So I guess I turned out okay. Next on my list, we have Little Shop of Horrors. This one scared me too. I remember having a lot of nightmares and my mom telling me, stop watching horror movies when you go up there. And when they turned on Little Shop of Horrors and they went to bed, I was like, wait, this is another scary movie. God damn it, I can't get away from these. What the heck are you doing here? You're never up here. This is my demon, Morella. She's adorable, but she is an actual nightmare. Anyways, I watched the movie and it's a fun movie and obviously older, but it still freaked me out a little bit. So that one gave me a few nightmares as well. Not as much as the other ones, but let's just jump into the big one, because the big movie that scared me the most when I was a kid was Leprechaun. And now Leprechaun should be, by all intents and purposes, my horror film. I was born on St. Patrick's Day, so like everything that everybody has gotten me has always been clovers. Everything has always been green. I've always loved green. So St. Patrick's Day is my birthday. It was my favorite day when I was little. So this movie should be my horror movie. I love horror. St. Patrick's Day is my birthday. Come on. They intersect right at Leprechaun. I think Jennifer Aniston was in this film as well. But it was after I was having a lot of nightmares, and my mom told me, if you don't want to watch movies, tell your father that you're not comfortable. So they started watching Leprechaun. I don't know where we were, some apartment, and I was like, I don't want to watch this. And he said, maybe I'm remembering this wrong, but from what I remember, he said, okay, you don't have to watch it, but you have to go sit in the room in the dark by yourself. And I had already seen his ugly face, and I was like, the Leprechaun's not my dad's. I was like, yeah, that's not gonna happen. So I watched Leprechaun and it terrified me to no end. Now, I refuse to watch this film. I have not seen this horror film since I was like 5 or 6. Morella, stop eating stuff. No, she's trying to eat wood. Get out of here. I have not seen this movie since it terrified me at the age of, I don't know, 5 or 6, something like that. It scared the crap out of me. So I have not seen this movie since then. I refuse to watch it. I've never seen any Leprechaun films. I hate it. It scares the crap out of me. From all I can remember of the film, they accidentally took and this could be completely wrong, but I think they accidentally took his loot, his coins, his pot of gold, and he got pissed and went around and killed them all. That's what I remember it. So I remember watching it being like, oh my god, if I accidentally take coins or something that belongs to someone else, they could get mad and kill me even though it was an accident. Like, it traumatized me beyond belief. I don't know if that's really how it was or if it was intentional to take the coins. I don't know, because I will tell you one thing, I am never watching that movie. There is not one cell in my body that is interested in watching the Leprechaun films. I don't know what it is, but that movie traumatized me more than any movie ever, which is so silly because it's Leprechaun, like, why? But yeah, that movie really got to me. I had nightmares and it really, really freaked me out. So that is actually one horror movie that I will never watch. Interesting fact, and probably a little bit ridiculous. So let me know if you have the same thing where there's a movie that kind of traumatized you when you were little and you were like, yeah, I'm not watching that as an adult. Or maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just a baby. Well, yeah, I'm a little bit of a baby. So this was just a fun, quick video. I thought it would be fun to kind of talk about horror films that freaked us out as a kid. I remember when I was a little bit older, I watched movies like Scream, Idle Hands, Wes Craven's New Nightmare. Like, those were my jam when I was a little bit older. And although they freaked me out, they didn't necessarily give me nightmares, but I do remember having all my girlfriends over. This cat, I'm telling you, having all my girlfriends over for a birthday party or something and watching Idle Hands and us just screaming and grabbing onto each other because it was just, oh gosh, I love horror films so much. I have such nostalgic memories from watching them as a kid. So although they did terrify me because I watched them far too young, it did grow into this like really strong passion for them. So that is probably why I write horror. That's probably why I read horror. That's probably why I watch horror. So at the end of the day, I'm thankful for those nightmares and those experiences because it made me, I guess, the person that I am today. So let me know down below what movies terrified you as a kid and if any of these scared you or if I'm just an incredibly large baby. That's it for this video today, guys. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you tomorrow with another horror video. I hope that you're having a great October so far and I hope you're watching lots of horror films, you know, blood and guts and gore and all that good stuff. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.